Hey guys, this is Chris from Empire Bricks and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars set review. Today we're having a look at set 75092, the Naboo Starfighter. The set was released in 2015, it comes with 442 pieces, it has 9 minifigures, and it retailed for $49.99 in dollars and $65.99 in euros. So guys, to start it off, there hasn't been a set that I wanted to review more than this for a while. Um, I have always been in love with the design of the Naboo Starfighter. I've always wanted this set and now I have it. I really can't wait to review it. I'm absolutely stoked to have this set. But before we have a look at the Starfighter and everything around it, let's start with the minifigures because there is 9 of them in this set. Starting with the main character, which is a younger Obi-Wan Kenobi. He comes with a pretty good robe print with his hair piece on the side. If we look at the back, we can see underneath his cape that he has some robe printing as well. The cape is the older style starched fabric cape. He comes with a light metal gray lightsaber hilt and a blue lightsaber. And he has his younger, a little bit concerned face. And if you look closely, you can see that there is something of a goatee going on. His hairpiece is quite simple, but fits, I guess, the movie character. And on the other side, we can see that he has a more angry battle face as a secondary face. Putting him on the side, we go to our second minifigure of the set, which is a kid Anakin Skywalker. Let's get him sharp for the camera. So he comes with these shorter minifig legs, not bendable, making him smaller than the rest, which is pretty accurate for the movie. He was still a child. He looks a bit concerned as well, maybe even scared with some freckles on his face. A simple print on the front, simple print on the back, resembling his kind of poor man's clothing. He has a helmet with visor, which he wears when he is flying his Naboo Starfighter. If we take it off, we can see he has a more happy, childish face as a secondary face. And except for this helmet, he also comes with a hairpiece that fits his non-helmet look, because if you would take the helmet off, he would look bald, and he is not. So that's good, a very simple figure, but he has the details that were necessary. Next up is a Naboo Starfighter pilot. Let's get him sharp as well. See if we can do that. Having some trouble with the camera. All right, so this guy, he comes with a belt printing of a standard Naboo Starfighter pilot on both the front and the back. As you can see, some satchels and stuff, really some pilot gear. I think you could resemble this to any World War II fighter pilot jackets, the leather jackets from them. So I think they kind of gave him an accurate look. He comes with a small regular blaster and some Lego handcuffs because he is actually imprisoned in the movie for a while until Anakin and Obi-Wan free him and the other pilots. He comes with a similar helmet as Anakin, it's exactly the same helmet, same color, same visor, and if we look underneath, there is no secondary face for this figure. So a very nice figure to have, especially for mock builders like myself. They are kind of rare, the Naboo Starfighters, but I'm really happy to have at least one other of those. Next up, the fourth minifigure is someone we know all too well. It is R2-D2. This is a somewhat older version of him. He has some kind of the basic printing on the front, no printing on the back, which is kind of a shame, and the standard light bluish gray colored dome, which has been changed to a light metal gray dome by now, but still this one looks pretty accurate and is much better than his predecessors. Next up are some bad guys. There's 5 of them in total, of which 2 droidicas, or they are droidicas. There's 2 of them. They come with kind of sort of the basic build that you see in other sets as well, except for the 2 triangular plates on the back, which I think should simulate the shield generators for them, although it's not mentioned on the box or in the booklet. The two droidicas that you get are completely identical, and they come with those double blasters and a somewhat posable head and posable legs. Really nice to get two of these guys. They were in the exact scene where the pilots are freed, so it kind of completes the whole picture. And besides those droidicas, there is 3 battle droids, of which one is a battle droid commander. Now you can see that from the yellow color on the top and the yellow dot on his chest. He comes with a regular arm and a vertical arm to hold a weapon. And this is actually, or at least I think, a very specific droid when Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan get into the hangar. And this guy asks where he is taking the prisoners. And Qui-Gon answers, I'm taking them to Coruscant. And this guy sort of disagrees. So it's very funny that they actually gave us a commander because it's just very movie accurate. Next to him are 2 regular B1 battle droids. No prints, nothing special. They do have 1 regular arm and 1 vertical arm to hold a weapon. And you get 2, so that's good. You get 3 regular battle droids in total. So that's a lot of minifigures, guys. For a single set, 9 minifigures. I think this is the best balanced minifigure set that I have seen ever, maybe. I mean, this is even better than what I think we got with the UCS Millennium Falcon last year, which was kind of a poorly designed minifigure set. I think it was even less minifigures than in this set. So I'm really happy. 9 minifigures in total. 4 good guys, 5 bad guys. Everything to reenact the scene in the Theed hangar. So I'm very, very stoked to have all these figures in one set. But there is so much stuff going on in the set that I'll actually have to take them all and put them on the side for a second. Because there is more than just one set. There is, of course, the vehicle, the Naboo Starfighter. But before we have a closer look to that, I'm going to look at those mini builds that we get with it. Because there is 4 additional builds to this set. I'm going to start with the smallest one. It's just a crate, but it's yellow, which is something I haven't seen before. It has a piece with a sticker on top, and it's meant to keep some additional small blasters in. So there was 1 small blaster with the Naboo Starfighter pilot, and here is 2 additional ones, and room for the 3rd if you would like to. Nothing special. I like how they gave such a small thing such relevance with the color. I mean, it just looks great with the Starfighter. So good to have that, one of these smaller builds that comes with this set. Moving on, we get this cart, which is actually wheeled. It has the smaller wheels underneath. And this is, of course, a vehicle meant to kind of resupply ammo to the Starfighter, which is also why a normal set will give you 2 of these missiles with the set and maybe 1 spare, but there is 2 in this set, and there's an additional 4 on this vehicle, so that's great. There's just a lot of weaponry supply. I think it's great they give a vehicle to hold them. It makes the whole thing look very, very real. It gives the feel that the ship needs maintenance and actual resupply of the ammunition. So I'm not sure about the design of this thing, but I like that they included it, and I like that it actually can roll around and that they give you 4 additional missiles. So that's the second of the micro builds. Going to the third, which is this, I would say gasoline pump, but I'm pretty sure the Starfighters don't fly on gasoline. I'm not sure what the fuel is, but this is kind of a pump to pump fuel into the vehicle, and you can attach it onto one of these holes in the side of the engines. So there's 2 of these holes here, there's 2 of the on the other side. You kind of can play that you're refueling your Starfighter with some additional figures, maybe even create some additional small vehicles or a small hangar. So that's just amazing. I haven't seen anything like this before. I think it looks great, and it works very, very well with this piece, which is yellow again. I love how they gave everything a little bit of yellow to match that set. I have seen micro builds with sets before, which are always yellow as well, but then the ship isn't yellow, so it looks kind of weird. But what I particularly love is this Technic axle that we also have seen in the carbon freezing chamber from 2016, I believe. It's a very useful piece for many things, but it just works perfectly with this hose because it gives you the freedom to kind of pose the whole thing any way you like. And it comes with one simple printed GOG piece. Putting that on the side as well, we come to the fourth and last micro build with the set, and that is a staircase, very much like the ones you would see with a commercial airplane to let people board the plane. So it's time to get the set a little bit more close. It's supposed to be next to the Starfighter and allows anybody to get in and out of that fighter. So I think that's just an amazing thing. I do not understand why it's not included in more sets. So yeah, just something really small. I'm not sure what the yellow rod on here is. I guess an antenna or something. But the whole yellow theme is going on here as well. So it all matches perfectly together. They're all useful things. There are no gizmos or gadgets. They're actually things you can use to play with as a kid. And to create mocks with as an adult. So that's just amazing. Fourth micro build, and finally we get to the set that we actually bought. I mean, there's so much stuff going on in this whole set that you would always forget that there is an awesome ship inside as well. I'm going to put the micro builds a little bit further to the back to create some room because this ship looks amazing. I think it's a very beautiful and classically designed ship. But it's also pretty big. I mean, you can look at my hand. This is a big ship. It's very, very large, but that's mostly because of these elongated engine pieces and the tail piece that make it extra large, but it gives the whole thing a very realistic look. And I think the overall look is just perfectly done. Going further on those looks, there is some stickers involved. I can show you up close. There is 2 yellow small stickers on the tiles over here and here. Those are kind of not necessary in my opinion. They could have used just gray tiles and 1 yellow tile. It would have looked a little bit cleaner, I think, but would have cost some extra pieces, but I think that would have been a good choice. The cannons, which are located in the hull over here, are stickers as well. I think those are very subtle. I think the gray from the stickers, it's almost impossible to see from a distance that they are stickers at all. I think these are some of the best stickers that I have seen in a very long time. There is some sticker detailing on the sides. Very good detailing. I know that this couldn't have been solved with bricks, so that's a good thing. There is some details on the side here, on the cockpit. There is, I can show you some Naboo scripting. I think that in the original Naboo Starfighter there was a printed tile with some letters. I'm not sure if they're the same letters. I have the tile, I should check later, but there is some actual text on here. I'm not sure what the meaning is. And on the side there is some detailing as well, and there is some room in the back to put your R2-D2 figure. Now, until now, this set has been very, very good. It looks great. It has so much minifigures. It has all these side builds. It looks amazing, very swooshable, great stickers, great build. And this is, I think, the only downside that I could find for this set. And it's not a real downside, but it's that R2-D2 is in sideways. I would have preferred that they closed this up and that you just put his domed headpiece on top and make it look a little bit more realistic than putting them in sideways. I know they do that with X-Wings as well sometimes, and even the Y-Wings, I believe. So yeah, it's a thing, but I don't like it. I think you could have solved it just taking off this piece, putting it on top of here, and closing this off would have looked much more realistic. And I think it would even cost less pieces than it does now. Because underneath is this whole mechanism that if your R2-D2 would be stuck, you could use this pin to push him out again. So some pieces have been used to construct this whole thing, and it could have been closed up and just use the minifigure domed head on top. But that's just my opinion. So other functionality is of course the cockpit, which if you open it up, there is another sticker here for a dashboard, which is very hard to show because it's all the way inside, but it's over there. It's a decent sticker, nothing wrong. I think it looks good, fits the whole look. The cockpit itself is kind of spacey. Your minifigure doesn't have to be stuck to the studs, so that's no problem. Easy to get in and out. So a very good cockpit, and even this looks very cool. It's just the right canopy piece for the right cockpit, I think. I guess for functionality, that's it, except for the cannons itself, for which the stickers are here, of course, and they located very neatly the cannons over here, and you can fire them by using this Technic pin, moving it sideways. You can fire both missiles as you like, and you can put them inside, and this pin will be in the middle once again. So that's a ship, and we're almost there for the whole review, because as you may have noticed or not, there is one last thing that you get with this set, and that's the thing underneath this Starfighter, and that is the stand. And I think it's an absolutely amazing stand. The Starfighter itself has this opening on the bottom, and this stand slides right in. It can turn on this turntable piece, making it a very good looking set. I just wish every Lego set, or at least every Starfighter, came with a similar stand. I mean, there is some serious pieces in there. I think there's about 20 pieces of the whole 442 pieces in that stand, so it's a serious build. I just wish that they would do that with every set. Having said that, there is just too much to put all on screen, but this set, in my opinion, is the best playset, non-UCS playset that Lego has made for Star Wars ever. It has 9 minifigures, of which there is a good balance between good guys and bad guys. It has some main characters. It has some rare characters. It has 2 droidicas, which have these special shield generators. It has 2 regular battle droids, 1 battle droid commander. I mean, you have this whole diversity in characters that is unseen in many other sets. They all come with regular blasters. So you have 3 medium-sized and 3 smaller ones, of which 2 in a crate. No stud shooters, so that's good. It's one of the best minifigure selections I have seen ever. The build itself comes with 4 micro builds. It comes with a stand that lets you pose the whole ship, and if you would modify the stand, you could even have the ship stand at an angle a little bit if you wanted to. The ship itself has these spring-fired missiles, which is great. It looks amazing. It looks movie accurate. It has great stickers. I mean, I could go on and on how great this set is, but this is by far the best Lego playset non-UCS ever made, period. There's no question about it. The only thing that seems strange, and that is something that I don't like to talk about a lot, is pricing. $49.99 in dollars, $65.99 in euros. That is a huge price difference that I cannot explain. I have seen it for $70 even in Sweden, even a little bit over 70. So that's really disappointing. I don't know why that difference is there, but I have to say there is 442 pieces in this set. So $49.99 sounds like a very reasonable price, but even at $65.99, I think you should get this set. The set is totally worth it. It's just a great set. Anything under 70 is a perfect price for having all this stuff, all these minifigures. You just get so much from this set. So guys, having said that, that was my review. I really hope you liked it. I'm just over the moon with this set. But if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.